Picture this. You're walking into your favorite diner, grabbing your usual coffee. In the corner, there's this older man, a worn-out coat held together with safety pins, a baseball cap that's practically vintage, and a warm, unassuming smile. Now brace yourself, because that humble man sitting there quietly was secretly worth $8 million. Sounds like something out of a movie, doesn't it? But this isn't fiction. This is the jaw-dropping true story of Ronald Read, a janitor and gas station attendant who left the world stunned with his secret fortune. Stick with me till the end of this video, because we're diving into the incredible life of Ronald Read, his habits, and the 6 golden lessons that could change your financial future forever. Oh, and before we jump in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Wealth for You. Your support helps us bring you more amazing stories and tips to transform your financial life. The Ronald Read's story. Ronald Read wasn't a CEO, a tech mogul, or a hedge fund wizard. Nope. He was a small-town man born in 1921, growing up in a Vermont farmhouse. He walked 4 miles to high school every day, talk about dedication, and became the first in his family to graduate. After serving in the Army during World War II, he came home and worked at a gas station for 34 years. Not content to rest, he later became a janitor, working an additional 17 years. Ronald wasn't flashy or extravagant. He drove an old second-hand car, patched his clothes instead of replacing them, and ate simple breakfasts at his local diner. Nobody, not even his family, suspected that he was quietly amassing a fortune through decades of disciplined saving and smart investing. Ronald's life wasn't just extraordinary, it was a blueprint for building wealth quietly and steadily. His choices hold the keys to financial success for anyone willing to learn. So let's dive into the 6 transformative lessons from his journey that could redefine your financial future. Lesson 1. Live below your means. Ronald's biggest financial superpower? Spending far less than he earned. He wasn't chasing luxury or trying to keep up with the Joneses. His life was a testament to contentment and self-discipline. Ronald chose practicality over extravagance, driving a second-hand car, patching up his old coat, and enjoying simple pleasures like a coffee and muffin at his favorite diner. Think about this. How often do we confuse wants with needs? Ronald's story shows that financial success doesn't come from how much you make, but from how much you save. Here's a challenge for you. If you got an unexpected windfall, say $10,000, what would you do? Splurge on something big, or invest it for the future? Let me know in the comments. Lesson 2. Invest wisely and diversify. Ronald didn't need a fancy finance degree to master investing. He was a self-taught genius who understood one simple truth. The stock market is a powerful tool for building wealth. He spent hours studying investment strategies and companies he believed in, often borrowing books from his local library. He invested in solid, dependable industries like healthcare, utilities, and railroads, sectors that stood the test of time. But what really set Ronald apart? Diversification. Instead of putting all his money into a few companies, he spread his investments across 95 stocks. This strategy reduced his risk. If one stock stumbled, the others kept his portfolio stable and growing. Now, let me ask you this. Do you invest regularly, or does the thought of the stock market leave you feeling overwhelmed? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you approach your investments. And remember, every great investor starts somewhere, just like Ronald did. Lesson 3. Start early and stay consistent. Ronald's journey to financial success didn't happen overnight. It was the result of decades of steady, deliberate investing. He started investing as a young man, not with massive sums of money, but with the understanding that small, consistent contributions can grow into something extraordinary over time. The key to Ronald's success? Time in the market, not timing the market. By holding on to his stocks for decades, he allowed the magic of compound growth to work in his favor. He wasn't chasing quick wins or trying to outsmart the market. Instead, he played the long game, buying shares of companies he believed in and letting them grow. Think about it this way. Every year you delay investing is a year less for your money to grow. Imagine what even small, regular contributions could look like 10, 20, or 30 years from now. So here's my question to you. If you're not investing yet, what's holding you back? Is it fear, lack of knowledge, or maybe just procrastination? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And remember, it's never too late to start. Ronald didn't just prove that starting early works. He proved that staying consistent is just as important. Lesson 4. Stay humble and grounded. Ronald's wealth didn't change who he was. Despite being worth $8 million, he chose to live modestly, never flaunting his success or letting money define him. He drove a second-hand car, wore a coat patched together with safety pins, and enjoyed simple pleasures like a daily cup of coffee and a muffin at his favorite diner. He didn't seek the spotlight or indulge in luxury. His happiness came from a quiet, content life. What's truly inspiring about Ronald is that he didn't let wealth make him arrogant or disconnected from the people around him. He was easy to work with, down to earth, and had a great sense of humor. He valued relationships, community, and simplicity over flashy possessions. Here's a thought to reflect on. If you suddenly came into millions, would you live simply like Ronald, focusing on the things that truly matter? Or would you be tempted to splurge and live a more luxurious life? Let me know in the comments. It's a great question to ask yourself, because staying grounded is a choice, and it can lead to greater happiness and fulfillment than material wealth ever could. Lesson 5. Give back generously. Ronald's legacy wasn't just about the wealth he accumulated, it was about how he used that wealth to give back. When he passed away, he generously donated millions to causes close to his heart, his local library and hospital. For Ronald, his wealth didn't exist solely to serve his personal desires. It was a tool to improve the lives of others in his community. His donations weren't just financial, they were a reflection of his values. Giving back became an integral part of his life, showing that true wealth isn't just measured in money, but in the impact we make. Here's a thought for you. If you had the chance to give back, where would you make the biggest impact? Would it be a cause you're passionate about, or perhaps a community in need? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what inspires you. Lesson 6. Never stop learning. One of the most powerful lessons from Ronald's journey is his unrelenting thirst for knowledge. Despite having no formal financial education, he dedicated himself to learning everything he could about the stock market and investing. He didn't wait for a classroom or a certificate. He read newspapers, borrowed books from the library, and immersed himself in understanding how money works. Ronald understood that knowledge is a lifelong pursuit. His success wasn't just about what he knew at one point. It was about how he kept learning, growing, and adapting throughout his life. Now, let's talk about your learning habits. What's your go-to method for learning about money? Is it reading books, tuning into podcasts, or watching YouTube channels like this one? Let me know what helps you stay informed, and maybe I'll be able to share more resources with you to keep that learning going strong. Closing takeaway. Ronald Read's story teaches us one undeniable truth. You don't have to be born into wealth to create it. What you do need is discipline, humility, and a passion for learning. Ronald didn't win the lottery. He earned his fortune slowly, steadily, and intentionally. His legacy isn't just about the millions he amassed, but the wisdom he lived by. So, which of Ronald's lessons resonates with you the most? Is it living below your means, investing wisely, or perhaps giving back to the community? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's chat. And hey, before you go, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Join the Wealth for You family as we continue learning, growing, and working toward financial freedom together. Until next time, stay inspired, stay humble, and keep building your wealth.